Welcome to this session on how to get the most value out of your existing software. I'm John Horner. Be sure to check out my other videos as well as those from my colleague JP Lessard. Today, I'm going to go through some simple steps on how to create a technology roadmap. You've already gone through the process of figuring out what those needs are, what those initiatives are. If you need any help on how to do a business process analysis or needs analysis, we've talked about that in some other videos. Once you have that list of initiatives, now it's important to evaluate and prioritize them, specifically along these two axes, effort and value. Things that are high value, top part of the chart. Things that are low value, bottom part of the chart. Things that are high effort, right side, low effort, left side. Anything on the bottom right side there that the high effort, low value, well, those are easy. Don't do them. Anything on the top side, high value, low effort, those are easy too. Just knock those out. The ones on the top right, the things that are high effort and high value, those are likely your big initiatives, the big impact initiatives. Those are things you'll definitely want to consider getting onto your roadmap. And then those things on the low value, low effort side, those are things that you may want to knock out if you get a chance. Now, there are some exceptions. You may have things that are on that high effort, low value side that you need to do for compliance or other reasons. So it's important to consider that as well. But this is a good chart to really help you identify what you may want to knock out first or things that may not be as important. After you've identified that, now it's time to start to look at when. And to do that, I say bucket it. Put things into this quarter, next quarter, this year, or later. Makes it simple. You don't have to think of exact dates or exact times. You can very easily just take those initiatives and chart them out like I've done here. It's important now to consider more than just effort and value them. You want to look at, are there specific needs? I mentioned compliance requirements or dates. Are there subscription renewal dates? End of life requirements for different technologies? Is there alignment of different initiatives that just make sense to do together? Or now look at the resources. Who's doing it? Can things be done concurrently or do they need to be sequential? That helps build out the timeline of when you're going to do things, which is a key part of your strategic roadmap, but it's not everything. The next part, which is just as important, is figure out who's going to do it. Specifically for those things that you're going to be doing this quarter or possibly next quarter, assign an initiative owner. If you have more than one person, chances are no one's really owning it. So I say assign one. Also identify the time frame, not just for when you want to get it started, but for when you want to get it completed. Have an idea for both of those aspects. Identify and just document what the impact or the value that you've identified are so that as you revisit your roadmap, you don't forget that really important aspect to it. And then also just identify the estimated effort. Again, for those things you're going to be doing this quarter, you want to be more specific on that. But beyond, it's still good to have an idea of how much effort you had anticipated. Now that you have the roadmap, you have the who's assigned, you have the who's owning it, when it's going to take place, it's important to project manage it. I suggest using a project management tool, track what's going to be done by who, when, and identify the progress on a monthly basis or more. Is it on track or is it off track? If it's off track, how can you get it on track? Revisit this regularly. I recommend looking at things at least every month to identify that on track or off track, at least every quarter to reprioritize what those initiatives are. And every year makes sense to do a bigger planning session to just make sure that you have a good set of initiatives. Now that you have a project roadmap for your technology initiatives, it's time to do something about it. Be sure to check out our other videos or reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.